Before we went away, we had some rather upsetting news. And yeah, I've been feeling quite annoyed. Not a happy bunny. So I'm back. I've actually been back a week from Hollybobs, from the camping trip, and we got back and there was a massive heat wave for a week here in England. It wasn't as hot as our flash 48-hour heat wave a few weeks ago. It was kind of 30s, so it was manageable, but it did get very hot at night, so it meant that sleep was disrupted. But anyway, I was quite glad, and so was James, that we weren't camping in a field that week, because it would have been quite difficult to manage the whole sunshine heat thing. Anyway, suffice to say, we had a lovely time, of course, and I did manage to take a break. Number 15 is?
Okay, number 15 is Spread Book Joy. Congratulations, you are the winner.
Okay, so I will send you a message with all the prizes, etc. Well done, congratulations, and thanks to everybody for entering.
Yep.
But I have to be honest, I didn't get to the point where I was reading my book. I did sit and do nothing a lot of the time, and that was really good. So, but I didn't actually properly relax. And I think it's because I need to go away for a bit longer. So probably need to have 2 weeks or maybe 3 or something like that. Anyway, I'm not sure whether I can do that this month. In fact, I know I can't. But yeah, it was great. So I've been back a week and I've been painting, journaling, sketching, all sorts of stuff. And of course it was absolutely gorgeous to come back into the studio and yeah, have this situation all finished and ready. And actually the studio's feeling pretty tidy, so I'm at that point where I don't really know where everything is. You know what I mean? When you've tidied up, it's like, where is everything now? Because I've been out for a week as well, I just feel a little bit discombobulated. And if you feel discombobulated, because a few people keep saying on the comments, hang on a minute, you know, what's the date and where are we and stuff, you are a little bit behind real time, if you like. You're about a week to 10 days-ish behind real time on these videos because it takes me a little while to do, you know, to get them ready. Editing and things like that. So yeah, I don't mind doing that, of course. I actually enjoy editing. I think I've mentioned that before. I don't enjoy editing always, but the majority of the editing that I do really enjoy. And of course, if you've been around a while, you'll know that James has taken over any Patreon videos and he edits all those for me. So that halves my editing, which is absolutely brilliant. I really needed some help. And then that way I got more time in the studio to paint and stuff. So that side of things has evolved into something much more manageable. Anyway, suffice to say that just before we went away, I had some rather upsetting news. And yeah, I've been feeling quite annoyed about the whole thing, really. So if you know me and you've been around a little while, you know what I do with challenging emotions and how I process them. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
Save us getting screwed from the post office. Whoa.
Okay.
It's not like me to drop stuff. And of course, I will have more to say about that. I'm not sure whether I want to do a rant on here though. So I've mentioned a few times over the 2 years I've been on YouTube, how I felt about the lockdowns and how I felt that positives came out, certainly for some of the people I know. Some of the things that have happened to me have been quite positive. Time on our own, time to percolate, really get quiet and have that for quite a sustained period of time. I think it's been quite good, very good for some of us. There has been, of course, the flip side of that is some negatives that have come out. And one of the negatives that's, come out for me is my greedy landlord. And so, yeah, there's a whole tale to tell about that. But, not a happy bunny. So our initial reaction was actually to have a little peek on the housing market and see what's out there and have this potential move. And you may have heard me, over the past probably 6-9 months talking about maybe moving. I showed you around a little cottage we found and a few other places in some kind of semi-recent vlogs around the time just before I moved into this room actually. But I don't want to feel in a situation where I feel like in a rush or forced to move. The housing market's really tricky. If anyone, is in the same boat as me, you'll certainly understand. And I truly empathise with anyone going through housing situations. And I think the way the whole thing is going, for me at the minute, what I'm noticing is that unless you're really, really wealthy and you're secure in your finances, maybe even up to the point of being a millionaire, and even then, I'm sure you're affected by the taxes and situations and prices of things going up. All these big companies that are saying the difficulties getting, oil and gas, for example, major profits, record-breaking profits. So, need I say more? Probably not. So I'm sure you're fully aware of the situations. But some people out there are being very greedy financially. And that, I feel, is one of the negative things that has come out of lockdown. And there's a lot more very wealthy people and a lot more financially troubled people, shall we say, than there were before the whole situation. And I think some people that were really secure financially and, feeling comfortable are not now. So, Anyway, if you've seen my video about, I think it was the one I made about 1 year as a full-time artist, you'll know that I lost all my income when the first lockdown 1 hit. And it was a very troubling and challenging time for me. And I had to set up things very differently. And I kind of lost all my fear, turned 50, was having a fantastic time because my daughter and son-in-law were staying after they'd been living abroad for a number of years. And so it was a really nice reconnecting time, and started a YouTube channel. And the rest, as they say, is history. So if you've been around all that time, thanks for keeping me company. And in fact, if you've watched any of my older videos, thanks for keeping me company, because the beauty of YouTube is you can go back and forward in time. Bit of time travelling magic. Anyway, that is a little catch up. Get on and do something because I've got work to do. So I'm just popping back in because it's so cosy in here. It's been raining and the whole sky is completely dark after, a whole week of heat wave. And the studio's got so cosy and it's reminding me of kind of autumny vibes, which is interesting, shift in the year. Anyway, I've just laid out some pages on the floor that I've been journaling, so I've been typing, so there's quite a lot written on those. And I'm gonna process more tomorrow in my journal, which It's kind of where I've been at all day, having a writing day. And yeah, I do occasionally do that. Sometimes I just write a little bit, and then sometimes I really write a lot. So it's quite nice to just let it flow and let it out and see what comes out. So anyway, I was just sitting here enjoying the cosy that is the space. And if you've seen last week's video, you'll know it's taken me a while to create that amount of cosy. But it's, yeah, it's doing a pretty good job. So quite pleased. It was worth all the decision-making process that had to happen. And I think I'm going to go home now and get some food, get something to eat. And then I've got some more writing to do because I've got to put the little update up in the Patreon. And it's going to be quite a long one, I think, because I've got quite a lot to write about. And then I think I'm going to have an early night with my book and cocoa, something like that. Yes. And I suppose, if I'm really honest, I'm a little bit disappointed with how much I've actually got achieved today. But I had to do that thing where I had to surrender and let go. That word keeps coming up for me quite a lot, surrender, letting go and surrender, and that whole concept. It feels like one of my keys at the moment, my keys of unlocking everything. And I think one of them is slowing down, and the other one is, hang on a sec. And the other one being surrender and letting go. Letting go of old stuff and expectations and any self-judgment and that kind of thing, and then surrendering to what comes next and the pace of it sometimes as well. Anyway, yes, deep in thought, deep in journaling, deep in the writing, deep in the process. And so at the end of the day, it's been good. It's been a good day. Anyway, I'm waffling now, so I will leave you in peace. I'll see you soon.